What's up guys, Semi-mong here. Hope you're all having a wonderful and beautiful weekend. Just sat on Call of Duty, hope you're all grinding away at the double weapon EXP. And in today's video, we're not actually going to be jumping into a game, killing a load of scrubs and trying to get those score streaks. No, I'm actually just going to be running you through the 3 perks that I use on every single class. Because, just to point this out, I only play 2 game modes, and that's Kill Confirmed and Domination. More recently, it's been moving over to the hardcore Kill Confirmed and Domination, just because I like the more of a challenge where you can't see your HUD, you can't see how many points you've got, whether you be winning or losing, you can't see your mini-map, and overall I just find it a lot more fun, because people drop a lot easier, you can't just sponge bullets, and yeah, like, I don't think I need to go through why hardcore seems to be better than core. But as you can see, all of my classes have the same score streaks. Don't just ignore Smoke Tam. That is my friend's class. He's called Wacom. If you haven't already, go check out our GTA montages that we've done together. A lot of funny moments, let's put it at that. But if we go through them all, I'm gonna sort of run down the pros and obviously cons of using the same 3 perks. So on Ghost, on perk 1, or on all of the perks actually, you've got 6 selections to pick from. Now, just to point this out, if you guys remember Call of Duty Ghost, you had so many perks to pick from, and in my personal preference, that's what Call of Duty should be. You shouldn't just have 6 perks, because this is sort of what the video is about. Like, I'm just showing you off my 3 perks that I use for every game, but it shouldn't be 3 perks. Like, a lot of the people that play Call of Duty may have the same perk set as me, but in Call of Duty Ghost, you had so many perks that it's just such a selection. But yeah, I start off with Ghost because in a lot of the hardcore, sort of game modes, Domination, Kill Confirmed, any hardcore, a lot of people have UAV equipped just because that's the only way to get the mini-map indicator up, or just your mini-maps in general. So if you have Ghost equipped, when an enemy gets a UAV, as long as you're constantly moving, like I am with my playstyles in Kill Confirmed and Domination, in pretty much all of my videos, I'm constantly moving, so the enemy just won't know where I am, because the only time I will stop is to kill an enemy and then I'm gone again. And in hindsight, you're not going to run towards your teammate unless you see them die on the minimap, so it's a bit of pros and cons, but yeah, you're just not being seen. Now, compared to all of the others, I really don't see any use in them. So Overclock, I don't see any use. I'm fine and happy with just getting my special ability when I get it. That's fine. Flak Jacket, as I said, it's not a sort of objective game mode where you're like hardpoint or domination, especially in Kill Confirmed. Like, I know in domination it could be useful, but because of hardcore, it has its setbacks. Like, hardcore, obviously, you have more damage done to you, you can't survive as much. So a lot of the time, Flak Jacket, if the grenade's chucked directly on the flag you're capturing, won't protect you. But say they chuck it just off, just outside of the flag, just outside of the room you're in, Flak Jacket really can come in handy. But I do choose not being able to be seen over having the chance to be saved my life. Ghost is constantly hiding me when a UAV up. Flak Jacket has the chance to save me if a grenade comes at me. So Overclock, Flak Jacket, I just wouldn't. Sixth Sense is a really good perk, especially in core and on domination game modes, hardpoint, where you're in the room on your own, trying to lock it down, and you just don't know where the enemies are coming from. Look at your minimap. Sixth Sense will tell you, or give you a general sort of direction of which the enemy is coming. The only reason I don't use it is because in hardcore, Sixth Sense would only be useful when your minimap comes up. So once again, you're relying on either you or your teammate to get a UAV. Now, I know the sound, sort of sound activation from it does work. So if you haven't got your minimap up, but there is an enemy close to you, the sound that Sixth Sense makes will still make that sound, but because you haven't got your minimap to confirm which direction they're coming from, it's not really that good. It can be counteracted with really, really good headphones that just have 3D sound or all of that good stuff to tell you whichever direction the enemy's coming from. But yeah, overall I just don't use it. Same with Blind Eye, cannot be targeted by enemy aircraft weapon systems. I only don't use this because if there's a Wraith, if there's a mothership in the air, they're generally just going to be like absolutely wrecking. They're going to be aiming at the objectives, aiming at the domination points, aiming at the hard points, and if you're going to try and capture that, you're just going to get wrecked. Like, it may save you if you stay away from the domination points, but I tend to just like spray down bullets across the whole map when using like a mothership or a wraith or something like that. And afterburner, same as overclock, I find that my thrusters recharge fast enough for my liking that it just doesn't bother me. So that's perk 1. As I said, a lot of pros and cons. Like, afterburner is brilliant in kill confirmed if you just want to constantly be running, jumping, sliding everywhere. But apart from that, you all kind of are meh in my eyes. So let's move on to perk 2. Perk 2, I use Hardwired. Once again, for UAV purposes, I'm immune to counter UAV. So if you are on a really good streak, you're running around, you're getting hidden with your ghost perk from the enemy's UAV, they get a UAV up, or you get a UAV up and they just automatically counter it with a counter UAV. Doesn't matter, you're fine, you've still got your UAV. Not only that, but it also stops power core as well, which is a really late game kill streak. I think it's like 18, maybe 15 kills, and I've seen people use that a lot, like a lot. And just to top it off, you're immune to EMPs, smoke screens, you won't trigger trip mines, shock charges, C4s, you have a reduced digital imprint against Sixth Sense and the tracker perk. So if you're on domination or kill confirmed or any game mode like that, once again, your UAV, you're fine, you're protected. Power core, you're protected. If you get like chucked an EMP or you're running past a smoke grenade or like anything to do like dominations, hard points, like defending the flag on capture the flag, you won't set any of that off. And if like an enemy does chuck an EMP or a smoke screen into the room you're in, just to try to put you off like guard, and they try and rush you, you won't be affected by it. Like, you just won't be affected by it. Yeah, I think it's fantastic. Counter it with ghosts, you're constantly being able to move around, killing people, not setting off their traps. Now let's run through the others. So Scavenger, I'm going to admit this now, I tend to die before my ammo runs out. Like, I've never had that problem, and if it does come down to the point where I run out of ammo, pick up someone else's gun. Like, there's plenty of guns on the floor. Half the guns you'll be happy to use anyway, so it is not that bad. Like, it's not that bad. Cold-blooded, it's hard. I usually try and pick between Hardwired and Cold-blooded, and when I get a new gun and can't equip any attachments, I'll instantly head for Cold-blooded as my perk 2. As well as Hardwired, as I say, perk 2 with the wild card, so you can have both of them on. But because Cold-blooded makes you not targeted by ground-based AI score streaks and immune to thermal optics, once again, if you're just running around killing people and the enemy team gets, like, say, a Cerberus or something like that, you're not setting off their EMPs or their trip mines from Hardwired, and you're protected from the ground-based score streaks that any enemies will have, say the droids or, as I said, the Cerberus, and they just won't target you, kill you, and just take out your streak. Tracker I could see very useful in, say, search and destroy, but in fast-paced game modes like domination, where you've got an objective to aim for, or you're constantly running around and kill confirmed, you're not in the same position, tracker I don't see useful. Fast hands I would suggest equipping, only on assault rifles though, and that's if you've not got quick draw equipped, just for the pure fact that you can aim down your sight faster after sprinting, just as if you had quick draw equipped. And anti-up, spawning with a starting bonus to your score streak meter. If you do really just want to get the edge on your enemy team, I would suggest putting this on, but in all honesty, if you get the first couple of kills, you got that bonus to your score streak meter. Yeah, fair enough, if you get the first couple of kills and have this, you've got your UAV or whatever already. But there's only 1 or 2 more kills to the actual difference between it. So yeah, that's my sort of selection for perk 2 and my reasoning, guys. So let's move on to perk 3. Now, perk 3, I am willing to change. Not willing, I'm going to change come Christmas, just for awareness, not dead silence, sorry. Just because, more towards actually domination and hard point. Once again, if you're in a room or capturing a domination point on your own, and you've got some really intense headphones that you've got the sound up high, you can just sit there and listen for people's footsteps and know which direction they're coming from. And awareness just makes that 10 times better. Unfortunately, my headphones are broken at the moment and only one side of them works. So, as I said, waiting for Christmas to get some really beast ones, but hopefully that will come in clutch when I've actually got them, so ignore awareness for the moment. Tactical mask, on top of the EMPs, your shock charges, you're not setting off shock charges anyway, you're not setting off EMPs, you're not setting off smoke screens. Let's top this off by actually getting reduced effects from flashbangs and concussions. So obviously EMPs and smoke screens are chuckable. Shock charges you're just not setting off, you don't have to worry about, but other chuckable ones include the flashbangs and concussions. Flashbang isn't so bad, you can just spray and pray and hope you get the kill, especially on hardcore because there's increased damage, you may get the kill. But concussion's what really gets me. You're unable to move, and if say you're aiming in the wrong direction, they're practically guaranteed to kill because you're unable to turn to their position and kill them. If you're having a reduced effect of this can save your life. Not always, but it's better than, say, like gung-ho. Like, I don't hip fire my weapons, and I don't throw any grenades, especially while sprinting. I'm going to throw a grenade, I'm going to aim it, and I'm going to stop. Blast suppressor, this is another perk that I do equip if I've got no attachments on my gun, just because in hardcore you may be hidden from your ghost, from your UAV, but if you're moving with your thruster, your slider as well, you can still be found. So if you've actually got ghost, blast suppressor and a silencer on your gun, you are completely hidden from any enemy on your minimap, which I think is fantastic. That's the sort of, I do try and switch it up between blast suppressor and tactical mask when I have got attachments. Depending on which game mode I play, tactical mask is more aimed towards hardpoint and domination because you're in rooms, capturing places, more grenades are going to be chucked at you, whereas blast suppressor I tend to use on kill confirmed, just so I can hide myself that little bit more. So awareness, as I said, move silently, that's only effective against people who have got headphones and awareness on. Most likely search and destroy. And engineer, show enemy equipment and score streaks. Well, we're not setting them off, so why do I need to show enemy equipment and score streaks? If they've got a score streak in the air, I'm being told via my headphones a UAV is up, the enemy has a Hellstorm missile incoming, the enemy has a Wraith incoming. Like, it's pretty obvious. Care package I just don't use, so I say it's completely pointless, and as I said, we're just not setting off equipment, so there's no need. So that's literally it. Like, I see this as literally like just sort of the god perk setup because it just hides me, it protects me from score streaks, it protects me from equipment. I'm not saying I can't die, but it's giving me the edge over people in the other game who've, say, got their thruster jumps equipped. You may have faster thruster jumps, friend, but I'm coming up from behind you even though you've got a UAV on and able to kill you because you didn't even know I was there. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video or if you're going to try to set up for yourself, leave a like down below. Just a quick gun setup I use. As you can see, I used the Cuda, the Pharaoh, the ICR and the Argus. But yeah, if you want to see more or just want to see more sort of guides to over gameplay, then yeah, be sure to comment, check out our channel, we've got plenty of other Call of Duty videos. But until next time, guys, go wreck other people in the Warzone, in a game with this setup, and hopefully it works out for you. Be sure to comment if it does and if you do start to use it. But thanks, and bye!